everybody. Brian here from Quant Labs. Nope. Hello, everybody. Brian here. Let me, as always, push the magical green button called share screen. Don't want you to watch me blab about something on something else. All right, so I think we are good to go. Yeah. Okay, so if you have not seen the news, something happened to the fine folks in OPEC. Let's see, let me pull it up here. Okay, so what happened was basically stocks fall, reaching record levels. Oil pulls back after OPEC breakdown. So essentially, this is a big deal because I haven't seen a drop like this in a long time. It's always catalysts like this that can spook the market because the market is definitely on edge. You can see here all the US markets are down. Crude oil's down by 2.76, 2.73, so that's big. Gold is shot up to 0.69, and then, well, we know about it's really impacted overall crypto space, but we'll go through that. The digital currencies are never affected by it, and then this stuff is in the past for FTSE and the Nikkei 225. All right, so knowing that, let me just get started here. Okay, so I mean, look at that right there. That's the Canadian CHF. This is how big it is. This is like somebody came along and just blew everything up. And then the impact on Canadian, Australia Canadian, this is a big one. As I said, the Canadian CHF. This is a great shorting opportunity, by the way. Deutsche 30 getting impacted. The S&P 500 is getting impacted. What else do we got? Here's a defensive one, is the pound against the Canadian. The USD Japanese yen's been in solid decline. Gold now is starting to spike, but it's starting to maybe calm down here. That's gold and Canadian dollar. Silver is still dropping. And New Zealand, let me just see what else we've got here. Deutsche 30 dropping. Singapore 30's been impacted a little bit because it's not active. Taiwan. What else? USB. This is the 5 years, so safe haven. I mean, that's a big spike right there. We also have here more shorts. So these are all short calls with the USD Japanese yen. I'm really surprised it's also affecting the agriculture, like sugar dropping. Franc against the Japanese yen. Anything Canadian dollar just seems to be going up. I don't know why. Well, New Zealand Canadian. Okay, so let's look at what's going on. So now we're in the very good score. When you look at Brent crude, it's impacting that spike in the volume there. Pound against the New Zealand. The Canadian, this is the, I would have thought this would have dropped the USD Canadian dollar, but nope, it's going the opposite way. More shorts for the USD Japanese yen. For those. And then here's an interesting one we'd like to know about is the USD Mexican peso. So that's spiking. I mean, you gotta remember Mexico is a oil producer. So gold now in Australia spiking a little bit. Gold and Canadians actually did spike and dropping. So there's some funky stuff going on out there. Gold in New Zealand, you can see these wicks are just somewhat spiking a bit. Here's the one that I get concerned about. Okay, gold and silver ratio. This is what confirms everything. when everything gets spooky and you get spooked, and you see that rise like that, and with the long there too, this is something to watch. So over the next 24 hours, we'll see what happens with the markets. Silver and Canadians dropping, but oddly enough, it hasn't caught up the longs. This is just a sudden event. Silver and euro dropping. Same with silver and yen dropping. Silver just getting crushed. New Zealand, Singapore. Euro 50 not doing too good there, dropping. Look at this Euro Canadian, that spike. My, oh my, that's a big one. Euro pound doing okay. It's spiking a little bit. You can see where the stronger currencies are. Even in the euro, Poland, Latvia. See how these euro Sweden, that's spiking a little bit. I'm not seeing Norway. I'm kind of surprised by that because Norway is a producer. Germany, 30 still dropping, got it short. Hong Kong, Japan's dropping quite a bit with a fairly, well, it's not a huge short, but to me, it would be significant if you visually looked at it. Japan 225 dropping, Netherlands dropping a little bit. Remember, are they act? No, they won't. Well, they've just shut down the last few hours in Europe. Singapore, Singapore will be the key where it opens up at 5 p.m. my time in Eastern Standard. New Zealand, Singapore getting crushed there. UK 10-year, oh man, some nice spikes there. There's big long, 3 longs there, 4 longs. See what's happening with China. Not so much. USD and China won a little spike, but not much. Same with USD Hungary. See, SPX has got a little drop there. USB, as I said, 10 years spiking. It's looks like you would think it's shorting. It hasn't caught up, I don't think. And got another long here on the USD Canadian, USD CHF, not much going there. Let's see, USD Hong Kong, again, not much. Really dropping the USD Japanese, 1, 2, 3 shorts there. Mexico peso's got a fairly decent sized spike for the long. Brent crude, USD dropping there. I'm surprised I'm not seeing WTI. The Canadian, man, that is just moving up. That's a pound against the Canadian. Not so much for the pound against New Zealand. Pound and the South African moving up, mixed there in the short versus long outlook. Oh man, ooh, let's see, copper, big drop, fairly significant drop, I think. Same with platinum and USD, and that's it. So if you like this stuff, jump aboard. Contact list, let's see here. I'm gonna pull it up right here. So as I said, just go to quantlabs.net/contact right here. Fill in the form, and if you want, get our discounted product at quantlabs.net/shop. Thanks for watching.